wonderful students and families in Mrs. Bradford's class. I promised my students that I'd show Milo the math cat, and this is my cat Milo. Milo's going to help me do some rounding today, rounding of numbers. So this is something that we've been doing in class and you can help your children with at home. I'm going to show you on this piece of paper. If we have a number like 35, for example, this is what I've taught the students, to underline the number that we're rounding. Milo wants to get down. In this case, it's in the tens. We're using tens. Underline the number that you want to round and use an arrow to go next door. 5 or more, then you must soar. That's our rule. 5 or more and you must soar. Your two options are 30 and 40. And in this case, we're soaring because it's 5 or more. So we round to 40. Okay? For hundreds, if we have a number and you need to round to the hundreds, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to look at what's being asked of you. I will say, look at and see what's being asked of you. They're asking for rounding to the hundreds. So that's the number that we're going to underline, the number in the hundreds place. And draw an arrow next door. 5 or more, then you must soar. This is not 5 or more. This is only 2. Our options are 300 and 400. And because this next number is not 5 or more, that's what we're rounding to. Now, this is where the kids, a lot of them, are making mistakes. This is where it gets tricky. I use a different color. Hopefully you can see it okay. When I give them a number, for example, or they're given a number like 735. Now, although this is a number that's obviously involving hundreds, they will be asked to round the tens part of the number, and this is where the mistakes happen. What they need to do is see what's being asked of them, which is tens, round to the tens. That's what they underline, okay? Then they go next door, 5 or more, and you must soar. The first number stays the same, okay? So this is still gonna be 700. The part that's gonna change is this next part, okay? So since it's 5 or more, your options are either 730 or 740. Still 700, that stays the same. So your options are 730 or 740. 5 or more and you must soar. We just rounded it to the tens place. Okay? Rounded it, even though it's a number in the hundreds, sometimes only part of it is being asked to be rounded, and that's where the children are making mistakes. I'll show you another example of the same thing. This time, let's do 693. Okay? Again, I'm going to ask to round to the tens. Round to the tens. I underline the number in the tens place. 5 or more, you must soar. Here are my options. They're either going to be 690, or it's actually, if it was 5 or more, it would go up. This is tricky to 700. Okay? It does not soar because it's lower, and so it's 690. Okay? If I ask for the same number, but I said round it to the hundreds, everything would change. I'll show you. Round to the hundreds. Underline, this is the best strategy you can do, is underline what they're asking. Underline what they're asking. And we go next door. And this is 5 or more. Therefore, my options are 600 or 700. Because I'm doing hundreds now. 5 or more and you must soar. We must soar. 700 is the number that we're looking for. So hopefully that'll give you some idea as to what we're doing and how to help your student at home. And thank you for joining me, and see you soon.